So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be streaming more. Hello. Hi. What's going on? How's it going? How's things? How's the stuff? I'm streaming again. There was a bit of a a thing last time. There was a bit of a problem. But like I think it's fixed now. I think it should be fine. I'm kind of you know I've had some string difficulties over the week. So I haven't exactly been able to do very much, but luckily I'm able to stream tonight, which is cool. I wasn't really I kind of had like the last minute decision of what I was gonna stream, so this is very like it's very out of nowhere. Like I literally only decided this like today. Like I didn't really plan this out very well, so sorry about that. But it should all be good. It should be fine. It should be okay. I'm gonna be watching some of these like you know chills. You know the number 15 guy. Yeah, it's more of that. I'm gonna be watching some of those. Cause like I watched a few of them on stream a while ago. And I thought it would be I thought it would be interesting to maybe check some more of them out. Cause honestly a lot of these are pretty like goofy. Like what even is this? Like 30 scary videos that should come with a warning. Like okay, what? 30 scary videos taken to new heights. Like what does that even mean? 30 scary videos that are alarming viewers. 30 scary videos that'll make you pee your pants. Maybe I should watch this one. Maybe I should. I don't know. 30 scary videos that end horribly. 30 scary videos that have people really scared. It's so many scary videos. Perfect for bedtime. What does that even mean? Perfect for bedtime? Like, 15 scary videos currently terrifying viewers. It's all scary videos. Where's like where's the what? It's not all scary videos, is it? Wasn't there like more variety last time? What's going on with this? It's all just videos. He just talks about videos. What? I mean, like, this is just one playlist, but like, I don't know, like, scary videos, scary videos, scary videos, like what? Should is it the other channel? Because this is all just talking about videos. I think, wait, this channel, the top 50, maybe this is like, maybe there's, no, this is also scary videos. Why is it all scary videos? I swear there was more than just videos last time. That'll make you pinch yourself. Well, okay, whatever. I guess it's just all videos, I suppose. Uh, okay. Wait, was it? There's like a playlist. What is it? I hope what? Chills hopes that I'm doing well. Narrator uploads. Okay, so if I put this on, I just hit shuffle, alright, we'll get a random one every single time. Oh, it's muted. Ooh. Okay, so top 10 scary videos I shouldn't be watching at 3 AM. Which, luckily for me, it is not 3 AM right now. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, wait.
3 a.m. is the witching hour, so you probably shouldn't be up watching anything.
Oh no.
That means you definitely shouldn't be watching
The sofa,
these top
no.
10 scary videos.
Oh my god, the man is
Number
at the
10,
door. Number
Masked
10.
Creature.
Oh my god, it's only 10. There's only 10 of them. There's only 10 of them. I'm sorry, this is a bit of a letdown. I don't know, there should be more of them, honestly.
While someone's spider crawling might seem harmless, this humanoid looks even
It's a
creepier for the way
what?
it moves. Published to
Spider
Facts and
crawling.
Mysteries in November of 2021, this aberration almost took their lives. They first face off with this strange masked figure.
I'm really trying really hard not to like make fun of his voice, but because like I think honestly I think he does that on purpose, where he's like this creature and you know stuff like that. Like he knows how goofy it sounds,
In an
right?
abandoned building, a white sheet is hanging from the corner of a wall, and
He's
when
a
they
master
pull
of his
it,
craft,
they see the
I
figure
will
in
say.
a room beyond.
I will admit.
This obviously sends them flying out of there.
Obviously, yeah. It's just gonna do that.
In a dark and low-ceilinged basement.
Animalistic growl.
They get a cleaner picture of the figure, which is crawling across the ground on all fours. It stays crouched in the darkness, but then launches at them.
Wait, so what is this then? What is this? What is this creature? Right, I didn't even really get to see it. Like, where is it? Well,
It
it's
moves.
Like, so it's just like a guy. It's just like a dude.
Published to Facts and Mysteries in November of 2021. This obviously sends them flying out of there.
Wait, what sent them flying out of there again? Oh.
This obviously sends.
Oh, okay. So it's like a creepy crawly. All right.
They get a cleaner picture of the figure, which is crawling across the ground on all fours.
Cleaner picture.
It stays crouched in the darkness, but then launches.
Oh, wait.
Crawling across the ground on all. They get a cleaner picture of the figure, which is crawling across the ground on all fours.
That's not really a clean picture. I don't know.
Stays crouched in the darkness, but
I don't
then
know about
launches
that.
at them,
I don't know about that
causing
one.
them to flee up the stairs. But it seems no matter where they go, this thing follows. They enter another room that, at first glance, appears empty, but they find that the creature is hiding out of sight behind an overhanging part of the wall.
Oh my god. Oh, that's what it looks like. Okay. Alright. It's like what? It's like Slenderman, but with like red.
Beast and
it like crawls.
Come across it in a darkened hallway. It moves calmly from the hallway
into
the room to the right.
Yeah, it's just going about its day. Just stop bothering
the room and the creature slowly crawls out of it. For a moment, they just watch it, backing away hesitantly, unsure whether or not it will launch into another rage. But it only makes its way toward them for a second before they start running for their lives again. The last goodbye occurs in another dark hallway. They see the creature from a long way off. It is crawling slowly toward them, but soon picks up the pace. Leaves, launching into.
Right. But where are they, by the way? What, like they're just like an abandoned warehouse or something? Did they just like intrude on this guy's house? Like, is this his house? Is he the rightful owner of this property?
Them, but soon picks up the pace.
Okay, I mean...
The crew hastily leaves, launching into the forest, ready to face off with its own unknowns. Apparently, even the unknown of the forest is less frightening.
The unknown of the forest.
Than the known of this place.
The known of this place.
Number 9. Phantom in the closet.
Quality
is someone
rating.
Hiding in your closet.
That's a drum set, that's not a closet.
Published by Steph's Basement 89 in February of 2011. Steph took a video for her roommate when he was out of town and only noticed later that something was off. The scary video was filmed in the basement around midnight. The girls are playing around on a video game.
Oh, right. Okay. I was wondering what there was like an arrow that pointed at it. It's one of those like blink and you'll miss it things, right?
Drum set.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So it's like drum, like Guitar Hero, both drums, right?
As Steph heads around behind her friend to catch a shot of the TV,
maybe they're just so good at Guitar Hero that it's scary.
Something is standing inside in the darkness.
Wait, what is it called? It's like Rock Band, right? What is the one with the drums? Because it's not Guitar Hero because it has drums. Is it Drum Hero or like Band Hero? Like
a creepy figure in white is clearly standing
which
there, watching them. The camera pulls to the left out of view of the closet, and when it pulls back to the right, the figure has vanished.
Figure that? Why is this like a video game thing where it's like they like capture the figure?
Steph writes,
it's like
I don't
figure
like this
vanished.
Stuff. I never did, so I didn't handle it very well and didn't stay at my house for a while. I've been reading about paranormal stuff since this.
There's another drum set, by the way.
Didn't stay at my house for a while.
There's a second like Guitar Hero drum set over there. Like they have more than one.
Reading about paranormal stuff since this night, and I'm learning a lot, and I'm getting more comfortable with the idea of a presence in my house.
Is this from Chills' perspective? Wait. I'm like not keeping track.
I don't like this stuff. To the right, the figure has vanished. Steph writes, I don't like this stuff.
Steph writes, right, okay.
Comfortable with the idea of a presence in my house. Would you be comfortable living with this presence? The feeling of being watched is just too creepy.
He sounds so giddy about it. Like it's just too creepy. Like it's very silly the way that he talks about this.
Ghost encounter. You know when you're walking around all nonchalant, minding your own business, and a ghost becomes aggressive with you.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time.
By Find Ghost in November of 2021. This dude had no.
Wait. This person's just like
by Find Ghost.
Getting like
Ghost in November,
pulled up into the air.
2021.
I don't know. I mean,
becomes aggressive with you.
So it's like a shadow. It's like a shadow creature, right? Shadow creature.
Published by Find Ghost in November of 2021.
Oh.
This dude had no idea what was about to hit him. Well, it's not clear where this scary video was filmed. At home, at school, in a dorm.
What they say? I mean. It seems pretty clear that it's like, actually, I don't know, it's like, there's like a sink there. So is it like a dorm or like a school? Like
wherever this guy is must be haunted by an incredibly wily paranormal entity.
Wily?
He is seen entering in front of a stairwell from a room
an
to
incredibly
the right.
Wily, can I get like subtitle? Oh. An incredibly wily paranormal entity. Such a
he is seen entering in front of a
specific
stairwell
way
from a room
of saying.
to the right. Beside the stairwell is a sink. This is where the entity seems to be hiding.
Wait, what? Wait. That's where it seems to be hiding. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit.
The stairwell is a sink. This is where the entity seems to be hiding.
Maybe it's because there shouldn't be a sink there.
Past, drinking a bottle of water, a dark shadow launches from beneath the staircase toward him. It gathers around him, seeming to encompass him. And
it's so funny. It just like makes him float a little bit.
The guy is instantly thrown back and lifted into.
It's not even really thrown back.
The air. His legs and arms are flying all over the place as he tries to fend off the entity.
Chills is just like describing every single part of this video now. Like he's really like
with all stretching his strength, it thin. But it pulls him into the other room and out of sight. While I really want to know this guy's fate, the clip ends there. Let's just hope his life didn't. Number 7.
Wait, how does it end?
To the other room and out of sight.
Oh, right. Oh. He's probably fine.
Well, I really want to know this guy's fate. The clip ends there. Let's just hope his life didn't. Number 7. Brazen break-in. Breaking into a vehicle under the cover of darkness is common. Doing it directly in front of the car's owner, not so much.
I don't know, it sounds like Chills has never committed a crime.
Published by Doorbell News in October of 2021. This crazy thief must have been seriously desperate. A woman is sitting outside her home in Phoenix, Arizona.
Wait, is it just some guy? It's not like a ghost or anything. It's just a dude
talking on her phone as a toddler toddles around, doing baby things. While chatting, she looks up from her phone to find a man breaking into her friend Bubba's vehicle.
Yeah. Okay, her friend Bubba. Do we know that the friend is named Bubba?
In front of the house.
Right.
Hey. Hey. What do you do?
Whoa.
Bubba, is that?
The entire
the dog is going crazy. Wait, is Bubba the name of the dog? Wait.
Bubba, is that?
They say Bubba is that, and then it like cuts off. Like...
The entire creepy event was captured on a Ring doorbell camera. You can vaguely see the man's white shirt as he approaches and then breaks into the vehicle. He didn't technically have to break anything as the car was open.
But the car was already open. What?
And the woman alerts her friend inside, who rushes out to
Bubba's inside.
To see what's going on.
Can I pull you back? Hey!
The guard dog sets off a 12-bark alarm.
a 12-bark alarm.
Thankfully, the man wasn't able to take off in the vehicle before
the police
were called.
Every dog is just programmed to do
that he was taken into police custody. Definitely one for the books, in my opinion.
What? It's just a crime. It's just someone stealing a car.
You don't see this every day.
I mean, okay, maybe you don't see this every day, but like... He talks about this like people have never like stolen a car before, and this is some like supernatural like event.
Number 6, ghost or illusion. Do mirrors reflect reality, or could they be portals to another world?
What?
Published by Augustina Devia in July of 2021.
Oh, yeah, there's like
this creepy clip has me wondering if this is real or an optical illusion. In the video, Augustina is speaking with some guitarists on a video chat platform called Omegle.
Okay, wait. Okay, I'm betting that this is like a dog or like a cat or something. Like unless it moves.
As she's chatting with the guys, something unnerving is happening in the mirror behind her. Take a closer look. The closet mirror reflects a dark shape sitting on Augustina's bed. You can also see a dark shape over her shoulder on her bed.
What? No, you can't.
Assume this was
there isn't anything behind her, like through the mirror, yeah.
Reflected. Only the shape in the mirror is not an accurate reflection of the object on the bed. The item on her bed, which appears to be a piece of clothing lying on its side, doesn't match the object in the mirror, which is sat up and alert.
He's jumping to the conclusion that it's like a living being immediately.
Is the object in the mirror actually out of view behind her? But then again, if that's the case, why isn't the object on the bed positioned sideways, reflected at all? Is this an optical illusion? The more you stare at this...
I don't know, I mean, I need like context for this. Cause like the person could have easily edited it, like it's just saying like, oh, it's a random video from Omegle. It's like, what, like, okay, it was recorded on Omegle. Is this someone who like could have edited it? Like, is it edited? Because it could very well be edited. Like,
the less sense it makes.
It's a very still thing. Like, anyone could just like airbrush that in. Like,
Number 5, Haunted Forest Ghost. Are you being followed? published by
What?
Moosey in August
Oh, it's another one of these fucking drone videos.
2021.
Okay, right.
One subscriber to the channel claimed there was a paranormal forest near their house, so Moosey went to investigate. This is what happened.
Ayo, what that
Using a
Moosey
paranormal
do?
filter on his camera, Moosey takes a few photos. He
Okay.
then goes home to develop them, or at least check them out on his laptop.
Right.
He shows one of the photos of the paranormal forest with
So, I mean, this could very easily be faked. Because it's a photo, it's not a video. This isn't a video, it says top 10 scary videos. This is a photo.
without the filter. It looks completely normal, albeit a bit spooky. Note that there's no one in sight. However, the exact same landscape shot with the paranormal filter shows something different. Off to the right, a creepy—
Oh, wait, sorry, I'm realizing that the on-screen chat isn't on hello. It does seem pretty scary.
A mysterious figure with dark hair and a white dress is
Oh my
standing
god.
in the brush.
Wow. Brush? What?
A creepy and mysterious figure with dark hair and a white dress is standing in the brush.
Was that like a Freudian slip? Because it was like airbrushed in. Does he know that it was faked? Oh my god. I mean, it's either like edited in, or it's just like a regular person that was just standing there.
She is facing left and looking straight ahead. Another shot of the forest unfiltered again shows no one in sight, but apply the filter and the figure is there again, closer this time, and appears to be looking at Moosey.
Oh my god.
Although it's hard to tell, as her face is transparent. She
Her
looks
face
as
is
if half of her
transparent.
has been
Wait.
erased.
That choice term of words, the choice terms, right there. By the way, like as if half of her has been erased. Like, I wonder why.
Moosey believes this entity
Maybe
followed him home.
What?
If she did, what is she after?
Wait, why does he believe that?
I'm guessing his soul. Number 4, Poltergeist Pandemonium. This entry is a Poltergeist 3-parter.
Poltergeist
The first
3-parter.
clip was published by Adam in November of 2021. It shows a cabinet with a mind of its own.
You're gonna say Poltergeist Pandemonium. Sounds like
closed each time.
like the name of like
Next,
a cartoon
an object
episode.
falls from above, knocking a picture frame and another object to the floor.
Oh no.
But these poltergeists are just getting started. In the second clip, published in October of 2021 by Weird and the Bizarro News.
What?
Second clip,
Weird and the Bizarro News?
published in October of 2021 by Weird and the Bizarro News. A soda can on the counter moves ever so slightly. It later slides across the counter and twirls all the way down. Then it begins to jump up and down. Another creepy clip shows a computer lab with a couple of office chairs acting on their own.
Okay.
They wheel around the lab, twirling and then really launching across the floor. If these clips weren't caught on camera, would you believe they happened? This video evidence seems to prove that no matter how much we think we know, we do not know everything.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he doesn't know everything. Maybe he doesn't know the fact that you know, like, this could obviously just be like CGI.
No matter how much would you
or
believe
something like
launching across
I don't know this
the floor. If these clips weren't caught
like. But like I don't know, like I mean, office chairs, like they're already on wheels. Like they could very easily move on their own.
Can on the counter moves ever so slightly.
Or like I'm just thinking about the Coke
across
can.
the
That looks a bit too like
counter and twirls all the
perfect. It's like what like
the counter moves ever so slightly. It later slides across the counter and twirls.
Like look at that, like the subtitles are kind of in the way, but like doesn't that look superimposed? Like it looks like a flat GIF.
All the way down, then it begins to jump up and down. Another creepy clip shows
no, that's definitely like fake.
Down.
Look at the way
it begins
moves.
to jump
like,
up and down.
It just
Another
kind of
creepy clip shows a
slides.
computer
It just kind
lab
of slides.
with a couple of office chairs acting
I'm
on their
pretty
own.
sure. No,
They
this is
weren't caught
the more
on
the more I think about it, the more this is made of. Because like the lighting just doesn't look good. I don't know about this one though. Also, this is just like what, like these aren't related at all. Like I thought they were related. Whatever.
Actively poltergeisting.
Actively
This entry is a
poltergeisting.
double dose. The first video comes
Double
to us
dose.
from YouTube.
And it's not a
Black
singular
Cat in
entry,
November
is
of
it?
2021. The cameraman is filming from outside a bedroom. At first, everything is still and silent. Then the wardrobe doors swing open and close. Plastic bags and other objects are all tossed out of it. They aren't tumbling out. They're literally being ejected. When the cameraman enters to investigate the wardrobe, you can see there is shelving that would prevent anyone of a normal size from hiding in there, out of view, and throwing the stuff out. As the camera pans over the wardrobe, noise is heard from behind the cameraman, who jerks around to find a bunch of papers being dispelled from I'm not sure where.
Okay. Is it a ghost?
While this poltergeist mystery goes unsolved,
I think that one's pretty convincing. Like, whatever the context here is, like, this is
dispelled from behind the stuff out. Anyone of enters they aren't
good,
tumbling
like,
out. They're literally being.
I honestly, like, it probably, like, I doubt that any of these are real. I'm pretty sure the whole thing with this is that none of them are real, and you just find them, like, randomly from the internet. But whatever, like, whoever made this is, like, they did a good job. Like, I don't really see how this could have been faked specifically, but whatever it is, like, it's pretty convincing.
Ejected. When the cameraman enters to investigate the wardrobe, you can see there is shelving that would prevent anyone of a normal.
I mean, anyway, it was me. We all know it was me. You know.
Size from hiding in the wardrobe. Papers.
Like, I did all of this since
mystery goes unsolved.
If it wasn't obvious
Let's turn to the next one. Published by Nikki McMillan in November of 2021, this security footage was captured at Nikki's workplace. Fine porcelain and glassware is encased in glass in the shop. Nobody is around. Then a solid frame decides to skydive from a shelf in the hallway. There's nothing behind the frame and nothing on the shelf that would have caused it to spring overboard. A closer view of the shelf makes this all the more mysterious. Like the activity in the other video, the frame does not look like it just tumbled from the shelf. It appears as though it's being actively ejected. What witchcraft is at play here? Are these just random tumblings? Or are these entities actively poltergeisting?
I love that, like, I thought there was going to be more. I thought, like, all of the stuff was going to fall over, but it's just this one frame.
Actively ejected.
So, like, this could have easily been
just
fixed.
Tumbled from spring overboard. A closer view of the shelf makes this all the more mysterious. Like the activity in the other video, the frame does not look like it.
I don't know. Again, like, what?
Just tumbled from the shelf. It appears as though it's being actively ejected. What witchcraft is at play here? Are these just random tumblings?
See, I'm not gonna believe any of this until there's actually evidence. You know.
To Flying Ghost. This one you'll have to see to believe.
Oh, okay.
Published
all right.
in April of 2011.
See, I don't have to see the other ones to believe them, but this one I need to see it. It's absolutely mandatory that I see it before I can even begin to believe it.
This bizarre and scary video appears to have captured a ghost floating into the sky. The short clip, which was filmed in a cemetery in Indonesia, shows a strange figure dressed in white walking across the cemetery at night. Nothing too unusual. Could just be someone in a hooded robe, maybe a creepy ritual ceremony of some kind. The scary figure is hunched over as it makes its way slowly across the grounds. Then it comes to a pause and holds in place for a moment, but that moment is brief as it suddenly launches straight up into the sky and out of view.
How do we know that it wasn't just someone, like, throwing off the coat or something?
The footage looks completely authentic in my opinion.
No.
And I'm unsure if it's not real. How this would have been produced.
He always says this with, like, the ones that, like, he'll say that it's like, oh, this looks real to me. If it is fake, I don't know how it could have been produced. But, like, he's just he's using that as, like, a reverse psychology thing to make you think that it's, like, actually real.
If this doesn't make you believe in ghosts, like, I don't know what will.
Like, he's trying to, like, psych me out by, like, saying, like, oh, I don't know, it could have been real, but I don't see how. It's like it like proposes the idea that it could be fake and then immediately disproves it. And it's just kind of like whoa.
I've got a challenge for you.
Oh.
Since you've made it this far,
challenge for
why
me?
not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week.
I don't know.
If you're curious about what I look like in real life,
does he look like that in real life, do you think?
then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out number.
Did you wait the way he says button?
DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find
button
out number 1.
Okay, I don't know if I can do that though. I don't know, like it's kind of difficult to like you know, like I don't know, like you know, it's really tough.
Poltergeist panic.
I've tried.
Poltergeists are gentle, others are vicious. Published by Find Ghost in November of 2021. The uploader of this video writes, "Imagine coming home to this." Security footage captures a large and heavy-looking sofa flip forward onto its face unexpectedly. A moment later, a piece of glass is catapulted from a display in the corner. The glass launches across the room and hits a wall. Then something seems to be
They do move
at
the camera off.
itself. It is rolled around onto the floor, while yet another object appears to be on its way to falling over on it. The scary video cuts out before the object does, but I wonder what else this family came home to. Life is full of all sorts.
What came home to? I mean, like, I don't know. This one's really simple. It's just like I'm no expert on like special effects or anything, but like this could easily have just been staged. Like
unexpectedly.
Like being real for a moment, taking this 100% seriously. It's just a sofa being tipped over. Like what? Like this isn't like scary. Like I don't know. This it's so like nothing. It's just like objects moving around. And then like one of them was just like a guy stealing a car. Like what was that one? Like it's just someone stealing a car in the middle of the night, and this would treat it as if it's like a ghost. Like I don't know. Let's move on to the next one, because like what the hell?
This top 10 list has videos that are scary and
sorry. Oh my god. Oh, 10 scary videos that'll make you drop your phone. Oh. I hope no one's watching this on their phone then.
You drop your phone, so be careful. Number 10.
Don't watch this on a phone.
Named Jacob Cockle is excited to film an art project at the Hale Estuary Nature Reserve in Cornwall, UK.
It's Cornwall.
The premise of the video is
that's already pretty terrifying.
Swimming around a whirlpool.
The premise of the video is pretty creepy enough because it's being filmed in Cornwall.
Wearing a weird mask.
Okay.
He is a strong swimmer and is enjoying himself, but starts to get tired as time wears on.
How long is it?
16 minutes.
16 minutes?
It's in 48 seconds. He should have probably stopped when this happens.
Oh?
He has a scared reaction on his face, like he knows he almost got sucked under but keeps going. After a while, he tells his friend how to work the camera for the grand finale. With a gentle laugh, Jacob's friend watches as he feigns helplessness and screams from under his mask.
Right.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, that was good.
He says to Jacob that was good, as if hinting that it's time to get out of the water.
What? No.
Stop
What?
pressing his...
What? No. What? No. That's not it at all. It's just for the project, right? It's like, oh, that'll be good footage for the project. That's
luck. Jacob knows he needs multiple takes, and so he stays in to get more footage.
Isn't it the whole thing getting recorded though?
Oh my. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, I think.
Okay.
His friend says that he thinks all of the footage is good, meaning they've probably gotten enough to complete the project.
Right, okay,
He
yeah.
goes on to
yeah.
comment about how powerful the currents are today, meaning it's probably best to get out.
He's
Yeah,
like
that's good.
building up to like what happens when he gets sucked in. Like, what's gonna happen? You know?
Jacob is having too much fun, and so he doesn't get out right away, even though they are finished filming.
Right.
Not long after this video was taken.
What do you mean not long after this video was taken?
He was sucked under by the whirlpool. Jacob was no longer conscious when he
What?
recovered much farther down the river. He was airlifted to the hospital, but unfortunately did not make it. His friend posted this video in his memory, saying that these final moments caught on tape represents his passion for his art and for the sea. Most importantly, he wanted others to learn from his mistakes.
Oh, wait. This is just someone who, like, actually died. Like, what? I don't know how I feel about,
Learn from this video and never go near a whirlpool. You can
unless Chills is just, like, making this up. Like, if this is someone who actually, like, died from doing this, then I feel like it's just, like, a little bit... It's, like, disrespectful to put it in a video that's called 10 scary videos that'll make you drop your phone. But then at the same time, it's kind of, like, also nice that he's, like, calling attention to it. Like he's using this format to, like, pay respects to people who died doing things that they enjoy, but, like, at the same time, that's a little bit weird.
fine for hours.
I don't know how I feel about
you are
that.
spinning helplessly underwater, unable to get to the surface fast enough as your vision fades away. Number 9.
I don't know.
I'm not sure if a low-key jump scare is even possible.
A low-key
but I think
jump
I
scare?
might have
What?
found one.
What does that mean?
So what are you girls doing up there?
What's a low-key jump scare?
Talking to you?
The dog looks over because if you look closely, its ear actually moves on its own.
What?
Or more accurately, like it was grabbed by
no.
an invisible
Okay.
hand.
That's
The woman
such a
claims
stretch.
This was a ghost caught on camera, pulling her dog's ear, but
That
I
is
guess
such
they
a
could have
stretch.
tied a string around the ear.
No, what?
Here's a
No, isn't that just like a natural thing that dogs do? Like,
screenshot of the exact moment
the
it
dog,
happened.
their ears can
of
just
4
move on
seconds
their
to
own.
help us.
It's because she said something to them. And the dog, like, heard it, right? And, like, the ear twitched or something, like, what?
Better decide. Look at this small strip and tell me if this was a string or part of the dog's
Strip?
ear. I'm leaning towards
What?
fake on this one. It wouldn't be hard to tie a little piece of string around the fur.
What is he
But
talking
with
about?
That said, I would appreciate any help confirming this analysis. Number 8. Jeremy Pulverenti says he's
That's
caught a
such
real
a
ghost
stretch.
encounter on
That
video.
is such a stretch.
Security footage of the mysterious event only leaves him all the more stunned in response.
Look
Okay,
at this.
wait.
There's nothing by the wheels or anything.
The
You see
wheels?
it on an angle. And that hose is way over there. You see
What
it
is
on the angle?
Wait, what? The wheels. Wait, it's like... It's like a bin? What is that? It's like a bucket?
What the
He
Right,
and
it
his friend
falls
suggest
over.
the container is leaning over like somebody is holding it. At 35 seconds, there's a ghostly footprint moments before the
A
object
ghostly footprint, okay.
falls over on its own, and they react as expected. Common sense would suggest that the container tipped over because it was overfilled except for one thing. They've been filling this container with water for years. And everyone knows exactly how much it holds.
Do we know
this is
this
strange
for,
to say the
like,
least,
what?
and with almost 75,000 views, almost no dislikes, and all his friends backing him up, it's definitely worth looking at.
I don't know, that's such, like, again, it's like such a, like,
I think it could be
boring
one of the
thing.
wheels on the bottom coming loose, or
That
a
is
small
true,
hole
actually.
opening up on the side we can't see. But with that
It
said,
could be one
a
of the
haunted
wheels.
garage is
That's
not
a very
completely
valid
out of
point.
the question. Number 7.
He actually made, like, an incredibly valid point. It could just be one of the wheels.
Ancient mysterious activity was caught on a home security camera when an orb of light spills into 3 different directions and promptly disappears, soon materializing into a stranger who crosses onto their property
materializing into a stranger
while in a transparent state.
What?
The home
Is that just someone walking?
CCTV system has multiple cameras, and for 2 minutes they watch the stranger mysteriously disappear and come back numerous times.
I mean, the quality is so low that like it's hard to tell what it is, but like it's just something with light, right? Whoa. Gone.
At 37 seconds, when it looks like it's gone, they zoom in to find a large orb with smaller orbs mysteriously floating away.
It kind of just looks like someone's like, I don't know. It's like a sparkler or something, like something that just like.
Soon, the see-through outline of the stranger is caught on camera once again.
Does that?
According to the description of this creepy video,
it's just like a torch or something.
The human-like apparition appears to be walking down some train tracks, possibly haunting the very same place where his life was lost. After a while, the figure crosses their security camera, its lights go out, and...
Okay. It's just a person walking.
The family has a fearful reaction as it disappears from sight once and for all.
What?
I think this could be a real ghost video and not a glitch.
Isn't it really obvious that it's someone walking though? Like,
I think this
that's clearly
could
just
be
someone
a real
walking.
ghost video and not a glitch because it never
What?
freezes, compresses, or shows any
It never compresses, and then he shows like the blurriest like footage like ever known to man.
obvious visual artifacts. Numbers.
That was obviously just like a person walking, and then like they were holding whatever object is able to do that. Like I don't know, something that's like on fire, and just like maybe I don't know, maybe it was like a bundle of sticks that were on fire, and they were like throwing one away at a time. Was that?
So there's this really weird video of some strange lights in the sky that needs a closer analysis.
How many were there? 30?
30. And then they just disappear. Look, here comes more.
It's more glowy thing. It's just like, isn't it just like helicopters?
Basically, this guy has caught mysterious things on.
This is such like a basic like UFO sighting thing. It's like, oh my god, there's a light in the sky. It has to be aliens.
Floating over where he lives in Metairie, Louisiana.
Metairie.
His confused reaction soon spreads to other houses as more people react to the unusual lights above.
Okay, it's probably
There's like 30 of them.
It's 30 of them.
Yeah.
You can hear like the plane noise though, like
There's
slightly.
like 30 of them.
They keep coming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, was that like a plane noise? Like I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's probably just like a bunch
deal.
of planes like.
So let's get this straight. He sees almost 30 odd lights, and another neighbor verifies that they've seen them for days on end. Seemingly from nowhere.
Did they live like near like an airbase or something? Like what?
What they've caught on camera cannot be explained by them, so they turn to the YouTube community for help. I think I can help solve the mystery.
Chills is gonna do it himself. Oh,
Those
Detective
aren't
Chills.
Japanese lanterns, are they?
Japanese lantern. What?
No, because they're all going the same. It's like a little paper balloon, and you put the wick in it, and it lifts it up, and then.
Maybe it is.
He means a Chinese lantern.
Yeah,
I looked it up,
lantern.
and the Lantern Festival is celebrated on the same day this video was made. So hopefully this settles other videos of mysterious.
Oh wait,
lights.
really?
Wait.
Wait.
I looked.
Oh. Oh, that actually...
it up, and the
Yeah, no, that
Lantern
makes a
Festival
lot of
is
sense.
celebrated on the same day this video was made. So
That is like a weirdly sensible... Wait, does that say Los
the
Angeles?
Lantern Festival is celebrated on the same day.
It says Los Angeles in the title. He said it was in Louisiana. That's not Louisiana.
This video was made, so hopefully this settles other...
I mean, okay, Chills can fact check one thing, but then completely forget to fact check the other thing.
videos of mysterious lights in the sky caught on this specific day once and for all.
Makes sense.
Number
It makes
5.
sense.
Donnie and Tony
Actual
partner up to
sensible
form a
response to
ghost
that.
hunting channel called Dawnton Paranormal. This time the pair are exploring a spooky cemetery known only as the Labyrinth. Exact location unknown. What they found in this haunted place is beyond words and without explanation. Watch the far doorway and you'll see it too. The thing that weirded them out for life.
What is it? A light? What? What is the thing that weirded them out? What? It's putting a red circle on.
A tall figure blocks the top of the
What are you talking about?
stairs. When they get too
A
close,
tall figure? What are you? That's like a window.
see a tall figure blocks
It's like a window with like a tree in front of it.
the top of the stairs. When they get too close, the peculiar shadow curiously disappears.
What? What?
After reviewing the evidence, Dawnton Paranormal wonders if they've actually captured a real ghost on video.
What?
They
There isn't anything there. What?
Dawnton Paranormal wonders if they've actually captured a real ghost on video. They didn't notice the creepy shadow until reviewing the tape much later. The shadow figure looks creepy and appears to have no natural source, at least not one from our side of this world. Tell me if you think this was a true sighting,
Okay,
and more importantly...
I have trouble even understanding this one. Like, what? It's like a window. Okay, it looks like a window. It's not a window.
Tall figure blocks the top of the stairs.
So it's like, okay, so that's like a tree. That shadow there is a tree. And then there's like...
When they get too close...
It's just like it's like a door or something.
Yeah,
and then it like...
They didn't notice...
It like pans over to that.
Paranormal wonders if they've actually captured a real ghost on
like what? Is that not just like a staircase?
They didn't notice the
I don't get this one.
creepy shadow until reviewing the tape much later. The shadow figure looks creepy and appears to have no natural truth. Whatever that, I hope they... I don't think I could ever return for a follow-up investigation, but I hope they do.
I really have a hard time even understanding what that one was. Like...
Number 4. A creepy sighting of a large unknown creature is probably one of the scariest things to be found in the forest in quite some time. The camera slowly focuses on a figure with strikingly hideous humanoid features on an
Where? It's just a face.
oversized head underneath hunched over shoulders. It easily clears a tall balcony covered in ivy as
oh, wait. What am I even looking at?
It straightens up and glares at the camera, its mouth gnashing. The edge
its mouth gnashing.
of the dark woods at its back. Notice as it runs how the rest of it looks like a monster. It doesn't look like a
It could be just someone in like an outfit. Like...
person in a mask. If this is a costume, it's an expensive one that goes all the way to the...
See, he's saying this is obviously just a costume, but he's saying like, oh, if this is a costume, it's an expensive one that it goes all the way to the
ground. The uploader of this video claims that this is a sighting of the infamous Dogman of Michigan.
Oh, really? Did they really claim that now? Oh, okay.
A humanoid creature who is said to have been roaming the woods for years. If so, then this is the closest anyone has ever gotten to it before. But with that said, the quality of this video would suggest that it's either very old or has been edited.
Or maybe it's just someone in a fucking costume.
I can't tell which it is, so maybe you can help me decide. Number 3,
what?
paranormal activity
Dog,
is what
man.
this
Like, I
person
don't
claims to have
understand
caught on
this one.
camera in the driveway of their apparently haunted home. They first noticed a strange message written on the hood of their car in snow
It's
and wondered
the
how this
letter
was
J.
possible considering there were no footprints in the freshly fallen snow, meaning no
What does it
one
say?
could have been standing nearby. They are further perplexed when security footage shows a strange and mysterious message spontaneously carve itself into the roof, like the finger of someone who isn't there. The message itself looks to be complete gibberish.
It kind of looks like a... Like, it looks like they kind of just drew a penis. Like,
Let me know if it resembles a word or a symbol that you recognize.
a little bit. I don't even know.
I think they could have
really.
faked this video by first laying some string down before it snowed, and then pulling the string to remove the snow in a stenciled pattern. They insist
Did you just say pattern?
that this is real haunted activity and never say it's fake. So now that I've given you my explanation, let me know what you think of this supposedly paranormal video.
See, it's really weird when he's skeptical about it. It's so interesting when he's skeptical about it, because you can immediately tell that he probably doesn't actually believe in this, but he's trying so hard to make it seem believable to a point where he's kind of like reversing himself and saying like, oh, it might be fake.
Number 2. Security footage
who
shows
knows
a man
really?
letting his guard down while inside a scary-looking warehouse building.
Is the guy for it? I honestly, I cannot tell. I've been watching these for like 50 minutes now. I cannot tell. I cannot tell how like legitimate this is. I think the whole thing about it like at the very least, is that it's like a comedy thing. He wasn't wrong about me dropping my phone. Fell right on my face after it slipped out of my hands while holding it up. But it's like I think the thing about it is that it's just he just finds these videos, these like scary videos, and he like makes top 10 videos of them. And he just like kind of just it talks about them. And that's it. And because of like the way he talks, it's like, oh, it's kind of funny. It's like people enjoy watching it because it's just kind of goofy.
One of the chairs moves.
I think the
by
whole appeal is
itself, and
literally
he
just that it's
stares
kind of
at
goofy.
it, too terrified to react. That's when the chair scoots forward again.
But I can't tell
and
what
then
he
they all
actually
fall
like is
down,
trying to
even his
achieve
own.
with these
I can't
videos. That's the
explain what the
thing.
mysterious dark figure in the background of this video could be. Hopefully, it's not a shadow person silently watching from one floor above.
It's probably just a person. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, no.
Why not like this
No,
video and
no.
hit subscribe in the
Chills,
next
I can't do it.
5
Chills,
seconds?
chills, I can't do it.
Because
No,
I upload 4
no.
new scary
I
videos
can't-
every week.
No,
If
I
you're
can't do it.
curious
No,
about
no.
what I look like in
I
real life,
can't do it.
then go to my
No.
Instagram at
No.
DylanIsChillin'
No.
YT
No.
and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1.
Okay, number 1.
Being scared of your attic is a common fear, but the description of this
Oh,
video
okay.
reads like something straight out of a horror movie script. A
Ooh.
man named Charlie says things have been getting weird lately because, if his suspicions are correct, someone living in his attic has been dropping notes for him to read down through the vent.
Where is the vent
itself
coming
has
from, though?
bugs sticking out of
Yeah,
it.
that's kinda
It is just
disgusting,
a
actually.
creepy mess.
It's kinda
It's hard
gross.
to tell what the note actually says, but at 11 seconds you can make out a few typed out letters. When you look at the note from a different angle at 32 seconds, you can see the sentence appears to end with the word 1.
Wait,
That's
what?
when things get even.
Wait, no, wait, oh, sorry. Doesn't it say like,
See the
isn't it like Central Police or something? Like, you see where like the C and then the rel and then the like, it kind of looks like a B and like the Oli, like, is that not like up, like, I don't know, like a note from the police or
sentence
something?
appears to end with the word 1. That's when things
It says
get even
boner.
weirder. From deeper within the vent,
It, no,
something moves.
wait, it actually says boner. I'm very confident that this says boner.
This is moving.
What?
I want to say this is all in his head,
This is
but the thing is, I see it
This fucking moron has the flash on on their phone.
I want to say this is all in his head.
That is the reflection of the flash from this guy's phone. And it's moving because he's moving with
But
it.
the thing is, I see it too. A mysterious figure glaring at him from the darkness at 31 seconds. He was close up, 2 white eyes and a small
That's
human-like
not-
cranium.
okay.
Not a mouse, not a person. And when he looks up again moments later, the creepy thing is gone. Something has seen Charlie and it knows his fears. The next time you fall
Okay.
asleep on the couch, we hope you don't wake up to this.
Oh, okay, alright. So he doesn't want me to watch his videos, apparently.
ABC News reported this incident in October of
Oh, wait, that's last week's video. Alright, well, again, I mean, this is like randomized, so I can just skip and just... It'll be just a random... Whoa! Whoa, what? The Instagram... What, this is a new thing. What is this? Whoa, this isn't a top 10. The Instagram model who did the unthinkable? What?
A former model and social media star. If you followed her on Instagram,
Okay,
you'd think her life was great.
whoa.
Poolside photos,
Alright.
expensive cars, high-end fashion,
Damn, calm
and all
down,
the other
okay.
common influencer tropes. filled her
Influencer
feed, portraying
tropes.
A glamorous lifestyle, but behind the scenes,
Cancel the audio
Anna
balance,
was
let's go.
hiding some big secrets from her mother, and when they came to light,
Oh.
it led to Anna being charged with something
Whoa.
most people would not believe is possible.
Wait, what? Oh, is this
Welcome
like
to Criminals and
supernatural?
Kittens,
Criminals
a brand
and
new true
Kittens.
crime series
What?
hosted by
It's a true crime series. Oh, okay.
me, where I take a deep dive
Hosted by him.
into some of the most fascinating, unbelievable true crime stories from around the world. And
I didn't
present
know
them
about
to you
this.
with a fun twist. In this series, you will not only hear about crazy crime stories that actually happen.
See, if it's like spooky, then I'll watch the whole thing. But if it's not actually spooky, then like I don't
But you will
know.
also meet some really cute kittens.
What?
Today I am at the Calgary Humane Society with these kittens to present to you this brutal story of Anna and her mother.
This is a comedy channel. There's no. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows precisely what he's doing. Like,
This is exactly the kind of story that will truly open your eyes to
wait, ripping her heart out still has some fun.
how dangerous and crazy the world we live in is, and it'll make you think twice about who you are following on social media, because they may not be exactly who you think they are. But without
What?
further delay, let's get into the story of Anna Likovic, the Instagram model with a big secret.
She's a ghost. She's a ghost.
If you are watching this video right now, chances are you have a handful of social media apps on your phone that you use on a regular basis, whether
no,
it be Facebook,
no,
YouTube, Twitter, or Instagram.
no, what are you talking about?
Instagram can provide glamour, fame, and fortune to those who are successful on it. One of the people that wanted this fame more than anything else was 21-year-old Anna Likovic, a woman from the Eastern European country of Moldova.
Okay.
If you were to take a look at Anna's Instagram page, which has now been removed, you wouldn't think anything was out of the ordinary. By all accounts, her page looked like any other Instagram models, with photos and videos
whoa, okay, whoa, that might be a bit much for Twitch. Whoa, alright.
herself gaining traction and getting
Oh
plenty of
my god,
likes.
whoa, okay, wow, alright, whoa. Goddamn, okay.
Success on Instagram,
Holy
especially
shit.
for someone as young as Anna, is undoubtedly a good feeling for many. As well, it was what she wanted to achieve as far back as she could remember. But in order to get a full grasp on how Anna became an Instagram model, let's take it back to her early days.
What?
Anna Likovic was born in 1999 to her mother
I love how it shows like this footage from like the fucking like 1930s. And she was born in 1999.
days. Anna Likovic was born in 1999
Like
to her mother,
yeah, the early
Praskova
days.
Likovic. Although there is not much known about her home life from when she was a young child, it is believed that
I love
there is not much known about
the photo of her as a young child.
her home life From when she was a young child,
Look at this
it is
young
believed
child.
that Anna led the life of a typical girl growing up in the early 2000s until the late 2010s. Much like plenty of kids out there in the world, when you're a kid, you often hate getting asked what you want to do when you grow up because you're still so young and you have your whole life ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna be completely. It's so annoying as well because this is posted in October. This has every right to be spooky, and it's just not. It just isn't. It's just like a true crime video. I'm sorry, like, it's half an hour long, and I don't know if I want to spend that long on something that just simply isn't spooky. It's just kind of like, okay, like, true crime. I'm sorry.
Exploring abandoned places has gone wrong plenty of times.
Oh, well, oh no, accidentally. Oops, whatever. 11 scary random encounter videos. Okay. This is 2019. This is an old one. This is an old one. Older than the other ones, at least.
Random encounter, by definition, can happen anytime, anywhere, instantly transforming an otherwise pleasant moment into the most terrifying instance of your life.
Okay.
Number 11.
He's gonna meet chills in public.
This video begins with a man approaching and yelling at these two teenagers. The man seems very upset and appears to be holding a large rock.
Whoa.
We're just walking. Oh, yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're both intimidating little and I don't get intimidated.
Wait, YouTube? This isn't a YouTube premiere. This is like a YouTube stream. Like I'm streaming this on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. You're just talking about premieres in general. Like, this is
Not easy. What have we done to you? Don't you come
of watching spooky. Oh no, because this is like a chills centric stream. Like, I'm only watching chills videos. The previous video, which was premiered. Oh, you mean the chills video? Oh yeah, because it said it was premiered, right? Oh.
He tells the teenagers to leave immediately, but they are unsure what they've done wrong. The man never seems to give a clear answer.
It's just like it's really funny. It's just this isn't even like spooky, like creepy stuff. It's just people encountering people in the street.
Them to take off still while
like, this
holding
is the
the rock.
standard.
He swings back at one point, but luckily never uses
like, this isn't. I mean, this guy is kind of scary, but it's not like
What's really scary about this video is how unpredictable
What?
this man is, and how he seems to be reacting like this towards the two friends for simply walking down the street.
If you had to ask me, I would say he's haunted by a ghost.
Number 10. Florida resident Candace Spivey was shopping at Target when she was approached by a stranger.
Okay.
This man started a polite conversation with her, but something was wrong. The same man had done this same thing to her earlier at a grocery store.
Alright.
Do you remember running into me in the grocery store?
So stalker.
No, hey, where are you going? Come back. Hey, get this guy. Stop him.
He's
Stop this guy. Stop him.
What?
Stop
Oh.
that guy.
Whoa.
Call the cop. Call the cops on him. Call the cops.
Whoa.
As soon as she confronts the man on it, he takes off and she follows him out of the store. Apparently, this was a registered...
Wait, I'm sorry, wait, he has it. Whoa, registered offender. Whoa, okay, alright. Wait, right, okay, yeah, chat might be right
Hey, where are you going?
about that.
Hey,
Oh,
get this guy. Stop
okay.
him. Stop this guy. Stop him. Stop that guy. Call the cop. Call the cops on him.
God damn.
As soon as she confronts the man on it, he takes off.
Honestly, massive respect for making this video like in the same brand of like scary videos, because it is like actually like scary things that can happen to people, and it's not just like some like made up like monsters in the woods at 3 AM. It's like
and she follows him
actual
out of the
shit
store.
that happens to people.
Apparently, this was a registered offender who
like, that is
secretly reported
terrifying, like
women.
truly.
This just goes to show you never know who the real person is behind a polite stranger.
That wasn't a polite
Hopefully, this
stranger.
man stopped his horrible actions after being publicly confronted like this. Number 9. Two friends are walking down the street completely unaware of a scary paranormal encounter waiting to unfold at random.
Okay.
Right here, look at it.
What?
Look at it. Look at it. It's following them.
Wait, who's?
Look at it.
Wait, is this person in like a fucking like football field sized bathroom? Like, why is this being recorded?
Look at it.
A strange black mist slowly descends out of nowhere. I do find the
Oh, wait,
timing
no.
to be an eerie
Oh.
coincidence.
Oh wait, oh yeah, wait, this is the paranormal, like, oh.
And agree
Wait,
this could be
shit,
paranormal.
yes,
With that said, the friend
oh.
on the right seems to sense an apparition.
So I had hope for this. I thought it was actually gonna be like really, like, actually scary things. But it's just sunk back from, it's from, like, registered sex offenders to just, like, creepy
More than he sees
shadows.
it. He doesn't necessarily look terrified, but he does bring his hand
For
up to
fuck's
his
sake.
chin as if he is uncertain of something nearby. The other friend does not appear to see anything at all. If this was a ghost, then
Body
maybe
language
the camera was
expert
recording
chills.
something that neither one of them could fully perceive. Then again, this looks like it could be an out-of-focus insect walking along the camera.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
The lens. Let me know which possibility you think is the real answer. Number 8.
It's probably
YouTuber
just, yeah.
X-Hortari is hanging out
He's
with
right
some
about
friends
that.
in a cul-de-sac.
He is
when
right
they
sometimes
encounter an angry
about
woman
these.
who seemingly confronts them for no reason.
You don't know where I live.
Now it's an angry woman again. Okay. Wait,
Are you gonna? I try to apologize. Quit walking towards me. Quit walking towards me.
At the start
Whoa.
of the video, he is apologizing for something and tells
it's
her to
funny.
have a
It's just like the three types of scary random encounter are sex offenders and like people with weapons, and then just like insects walking on the camera.
good day, but it isn't clear what he is apologizing for. Over the next 4 minutes, this woman angrily rambles at the boys, while the YouTuber tries to calm down the situation.
Isn't this just a woman that's mad at
Things
them?
get scary when the woman starts to drive off, but stops and begins reversing towards the boys in the street.
That's
In the
that's
end,
just
nothing gets resolved between the groups, and the lady eventually drives off.
that's
The
just this
question
person being an
remains is,
asshole.
why was this woman so upset? And we may never get the answer to that question.
It could
Number
what okay.
7.
It could it never says like what they did to make her mad. Like he's apologizing. Wait.
Quit walking towards me. Quit walking towards me.
At the start of the video, he is apologizing for something and tells her to have a good day, but it isn't clear what he is apologizing for.
Okay, so I think what happened here is that like they did something that she was like upset over, and they started recording it because they were like, oh my god, this is like potential for a viral video, you know, haha Karen and such. And then she like actually starts getting mad at them for recording her, which is a very valid thing to do. So this isn't a random encounter, this is just some kids being like dumb.
To that question. Number 7. This body cam footage begins with an officer making his way up apartment stairs before he is met with a man behind a door holding 2 kitchen blades.
What?
Is there anything I can reasonably say or do, okay, that's gonna help me and help you to put those knives down?
He's British,
The officers tell him to stay calm and to put what's in his hands on the ground. The man refuses, and the officer further pleads with the man.
See, I don't know. I'm pretty sure this one's real, cause it's you know it's British, you know.
Eventually, they result to
I think
taking
this
man
one
down
might
by
actually
any
be
means
real.
necessary, and they successfully take him into custody. I'm sure cops have some of the scariest random encounters, and who knows what future ones will be captured on body cam.
Yeah, do you think?
Maybe it'll be something even more intense than this encounter. Number 6. A kid is checking out his loose tooth in the mirror when his reflection appears to move away before he does. It happens in a split second, so you have to look closely to see it. Maybe it's just the angle, but the reflection really does appear to lean away while the child himself remains stationary. Everything
It's
from an
good.
optical illusion to
No, it might just be an optical illusion because it seems like he's kind of like leaning over
the
a little
haunted
bit.
mirror has been proposed with
Yeah, he's like moving he's just like moving a little bit. He sympathized. I don't know. I wouldn't say he sympathized with cops. He just said like, oh, like cops just have some scary random encounters. Yeah, that's just that's just like a factual thing. It's not really in support of cops to say that.
The
I would say
reflection really does appear to lean away while the child himself remains stationary.
just like, oh, cops see a lot of
from
weird
an optical
things.
illusion to a haunted mirror has been proposed with no concrete answer. So if you know the proper explanation, then be sure to let me know.
It does look kind of weird, but I think it's just the angle of like the mirror.
Number 5.
It's like angled more
a lady
towards
in a car confronts
the phone
this group
camera.
after she believed they were making rude comments about her daughter. The group of boys try to argue that she is mistaken and they have done nothing wrong.
Again,
the woman seems not to believe them, and that's where things get heated.
This is just another like kids being kids situation. Like,
I'm just trying to look to where you live.
Why?
Why? Where you live.
You're not coming to my house.
I want to talk to your parents.
You're not coming to my house.
Well, are you gonna cry?
You're not coming to my house.
She parks her car in the road and
again, like there's no context for this. Like I don't know what the context for this is. Like, what?
Comes right up to the group. They begin to argue back and forth and nothing gets resolved. The police were eventually called and that's where the video ends. It remains unclear if the boys had done anything wrong or if the woman was acting like this for no reason.
Yeah, but because we don't have context. This isn't a random encounter, there's just not context provided.
Number 4. A YouTuber named Teddy Sakavive goes to check out an abandoned house but doesn't get any further than the front porch. First, his friend says that he sees someone's face looking down at them from a window above.
What the f you seeing, dude?
Teddy doesn't believe his friend until he shines the flashlight at the window and catches a glimpse of it for himself. It's hard to notice at first, but at the 27-second mark he does manage to capture the brief image of a woman's face, her mouth hanging wide open in a silent
What? I don't know, what?
scream. What's especially creepy is that there's no face in the window on the first pass of his flashlight.
What?
It is only when he passes over the window a second time that the face randomly appears. Number 3.
I don't...
A YouTuber called Are You Amazed?
What? How is that? I don't even see how that's a woman screaming. Like, am I missing something with this?
It is only when he passes over the window a second time that the face randomly appears. Number 3. A YouTuber called Are You Amazed decides to try an urban legend, which, if done correctly, will transport him to the spirit realm after pressing floor numbers in a special sequence. Nothing seems to be happening until he presses the last elevator button, which, as you can see here, is clearly a 6.
He's spouting nonsense at this point, honestly.
They start to get scared when the elevator hits the 6th floor and promptly keeps moving.
Yo. Yo, I pressed 6. Yo, where is he?
The door
They broke
gets
the
stuck
elevator.
for a while on the 11th floor and then suddenly opens.
They just
A
broke it, I
strange man
guess.
they have never seen before is standing before them with clasped hands and a knowing look on his face.
You know I had to do it to him.
What's weird is how the man doesn't even seem to get into the elevator. As they step around him and rush down the stairs, Are You Amazed still not as sure exactly what happened, or if the scary random encounter was supernatural.
It's probably just, it's definitely staged.
The person waiting for them
Has to
could
be
have just been
staged.
a normal guy waiting for the elevator.
That's true. That is also true, actually. That could also be true. It could just be someone waiting for the elevator.
But if
like,
that's the case,
I don't
I'm not
know.
sure why it didn't stop at the 6th floor first. Also, I should say that the number 11 is considered an unlucky number in many cultures.
I thought it was 13. It's like famously known as the unlucky number.
So it might not be a coincidence that this is the floor they stopped on. Number 2. A YouTuber named JackCKXX is exploring an abandoned factory with some friends when they come across stairs leading to the upper levels. Something feels
Right.
incredibly off about the place.
It's
but
really
none of them want to
bright.
look like the scared ones, so they all move deeper into
It's
the complex.
really, really
They
bright.
search around for a few minutes and don't find much besides an old picture.
What?
The factory has been abandoned for
I barely know what I'm looking at right now. It's so bright and like
over a
there's just a light covering the camera for most of
decade,
this.
yet it feels like something is watching and following them at every turn. Finally, one of them has had enough and doesn't care about being brave anymore. He looks down a pitch black hallway and says,
Jack, I think we should leave.
Now they are sure something is nearby and they start speaking in hushed whispers. It's hard to
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, they went to the factory, so like
tell what they are
this isn't
saying,
random.
but it's clear that they are quite ready to get out of here. Meanwhile, whatever is
I
watching
guess if you
them
really
from the
stretch
shadows
the
is no
definition
longer
of
worried
random,
about
then
staying
maybe.
quiet and seems to be approaching fast.
Wait, what's approaching them?
There's nothing left to do except find the nearest exit and get out. But everyone is too scared to think anymore and they remain frozen in place, listening in terror as footsteps draw near. Finally, something scares them into immediate action.
Okay. Whoa, alright. Why is this so loud?
They all run as fast as they can and quickly make it out of the factory in less than a minute. I have no idea what could make that noise. I'm almost positive it wasn't human.
Okay.
Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills and
Oh my god, his name is Chills?
I hope you're enjoying my narration. If
Are we
you're
enjoying his
curious
narration?
about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out.
Loho
My
uses
new
this as a
music video
self-portrait.
Stranger was recently
What?
released. Could I get your
Why-
honest opinion
Why is it in like 240p? This looks like a YouTube upload from like 2009.
on whether it's good or bad? Tap the circle icon in the top right corner. Then tap my music video to watch it.
Okay.
It's a proven
What?
fact that
YouTube, like basic usage tutorial.
generosity makes you a happier person. So if you're generous enough to hit that subscribe button and the bell beside it, then thank you. This way you'll be notified of the new videos.
Approved by the University of Zurich.
I upload every Thursday and Saturday. Number 1. After Snapchatting a kid knocked down some stuff with a soccer ball. The boy's father confronts this teen over it. He deletes
Okay.
the Snapchat, but the father wants the police call.
This isn't around. Wait, what was the thing again? Snapchatting a kid knocked down some stuff with a soccer ball. The boy's father okay.
He tries to run, but the father grabs his waist and tells him he's not going anywhere.
I'm not filming your kid.
You're not leaving anywhere.
He's holding me up against the
sir.
bikes. Hey, sir in the red hat.
Yes, sir.
Hey, can you come back, please?
Yes, sir. Call him. Call him.
I mean, this is clearly like a specific circumstance, though. This isn't a random
Nobody's touching
encounter.
you.
You hold
Hey,
me up
you're
against the
trying to walk
bikes.
off. You're gonna cuss me out and film my.
The guy recording is obviously frightened at this point and tries to leave multiple times, but is always grabbed and stopped by the father. An officer eventually arrives, and after hearing what happened, he says what the teen did isn't against the law and tells him to take off.
So I am gonna ask you to leave, and if something's on
I mean, this is.
I'm not telling you.
This isn't like this. There's nothing spooky about this. There's nothing scary about this, right? Like, what are you talking about?
No, it's gone. I promise you, it's gone.
Get out of here.
All
Leave
right.
the store. Whatever
All
y'all
right.
got.
Thank you.
I think it's understandable that this father didn't want his son being recorded,
Yeah.
but he handled the situation in a way that made this encounter way worse for everyone
That's just what
involved.
dads do.
It's hard to fool an expert, but
That's
these
just what parents do. They're like they stand up for something that they believe in, and then they just make it uncomfortable for everyone involved. I'm gonna go on a BRB, by the way. I'm gonna do that. So if you just if you don't mind, whoa, oh wait, I'm not starting soon. Wait, oh. Donk. Dude. I don't know. Yeah. BRB. Boop. 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 Whoop. Whoa. And number 15 and the such. Hello, what's going on? Hi. The next one. Whoa. That's crazy. Whoa. Wait, actually, what is this?
Chill.
8 most. Whoa, this is 2016. Oh, wait. It's like the history right here. What the hell? This is like before Chills was like a well-known thing. But like, okay, 8 most scary things found behind walls. What does that even mean?
Number 8, bad news. When the Britius family moved to Schuylkill, Pennsylvania,
Okay, so he just talks like this. Oh
they couldn't have been more excited. This was the house of their dreams, the place where they would be ready to spend the rest of their lives. Still, the eager homeowners had played it safe and taken their time before moving in. They took all the right steps, including having it officially inspected first before buying. Once it had been deemed safe to live in, the family moved in straight away and started to get sick soon after. After they all came down with flu-like symptoms that would not go away no matter what they tried, the family was told by contractors that they had a mold problem. When the contractors took a closer look inside of the walls to see exactly what they were dealing with, they found one of the strangest discoveries of their entire careers. Inside of the walls, delicately wrapped inside of old newspapers, were the carcasses of dozens of dead animals. Chickens and other unidentifiable animals were being pulled out from the wall right in front of the Britius family. It wasn't just in one wall either. Dead animal carcasses were being removed from the walls in almost every room, and even the ceiling. The yellowish newspapers were all dated from the early 1930s and 40s, meaning that the decaying bodies had been around for more than 60 years. Still,
actually
even though
kind
they
of
had
scary,
found the source of the mold,
okay.
they had absolutely no explanation as to why someone would stick dead animals all around the house. Only after they contacted a local historian would the family be able to find any answers. Apparently, whomever had lived in the home long ago had been a practitioner for what's known as powwowing or Dutch magic. As the historian explained to the family, back in the last century, it was not uncommon for the owners of a house to slaughter animals and wrap them up in newspaper. Keeping them inside of the walls was actually supposed to cure them of health problems.
That's fucked up.
Instead, it was creating them for the Britius family. As fascinating as this history lesson was, it still did the family absolutely no good as far as their situation was concerned.
This is actually like really weird because I'm actually like finding this kind of interesting. Like,
since their insurance policy only covers recent incidents, and since the animals were placed in the walls during the 1900s, the family was forced to pay for their removal out of their own pocket.
That's messed up.
So far, the family has spent $20,000 hiring people to rip up the walls. And
at that point, just buy another house. I mean, I don't know how expensive the house was, but like $20,000, like
take out the dead animals for them. Worse still, the family continues to suffer from health problems, but they have run out of money. They now have to live inside the house knowing that dead carcasses continue to silently rot behind the walls.
That's
before we go
really
any further,
disgusting.
Do you think there's something creepy hidden in your walls?
I am in your
walls. Let me know in the comments with a simple yes or no.
Let me know in the comments.
My answer would be no, but I'm not going to start ripping apart my walls to find out.
What?
It's a proven fact that generosity makes you a happier
person.
Did
the subtitles say that?
So if you're generous enough to like this video, then thank you, because it really helps me out.
Okay.
Number 7, not on a plane. Jan Perillo is 73 years old and should be living out her golden years free from worry. Instead, she sits wide awake in a chair that's in the middle of her apartment in Castleberry, Florida, waiting for the next scaly intruder.
Why are they like typing out how it's pronounced
in Castleberry, Florida,
in the subtitles? Castleberry, like what? Scaly. Is this like the notes that Chills himself uses?
Waiting for the next scaly intruder to come poking through the wall. It all started one day after Jan noticed 2 strange holes in the walls of her apartment. Even though the holes were on opposite sides of the room, they were both down low right by the carpet. Jan lived by herself and wasn't sure what she should do about the situation, if anything. Finally, she gets the courage to lift up the carpet, and that's when she sees them. Droves of snakes coming out of her wall and dropping
snakes.
underneath the carpet below. All Jan could think to do was use her grabbing device to pick up the snakes and take them outside.
Disgusting.
Soon, hordes of snakes started to come out of her
was it
walls
Florida?
on a regular
These
basis.
disgusting
day and
Florida
night.
apartment.
It got so bad that she became afraid to touch anything and couldn't even sit down on her sofa.
Oh my god.
Because she once found some snakes there before too. She spent days beating the snakes with a cane and putting them into her bags to show her apartment manager. More than a dozen snakes have been removed so far, some 2 feet long. She now stays in a hotel which, thankfully, has absolutely nothing strange inside of the walls.
Or so she thinks.
Number 6. Snakes on a Flame.
What?
A homeowner
Snakes
in
again?
Queensland, Australia was alarmed to see smoke coming out
It's
from
Australia
an electrical
this time?
outlet in his wall one day. When he removed the plastic electric socket cover and looked inside, he was further surprised and terrified to find a large carpet python snake frying.
Why does it say like how python is pronounced? What? Who made these subtitles? Why is it like pronunciations?
Live wires. He could smell it being cooked alive. Thinking fast, he turned off the electricity and saved the snake, along with his home.
John,
When a famous Australian snake catcher named Richie Gilbert arrived at the scene, he was able to pull the bottom half of the snake out of the wall for a closer look. Still, he didn't want to pull too hard and hurt the snake, so he cut the hole wider and managed to bring the rest of the injured reptile out. As the videotape shows, the python had a large burn mark on its body, but its tongue continues to dart in and out of its mouth as Richie speaks a little about its species to the camera. The snake is eventually taken to a local zoo where veterinarians treat it for severe burns. It's unknown if the snake made it through the ordeal or if it perished. Either way, as Richie points out, the house
so distracted by the subtitles for
had
this.
the owner not have been home to take
Is this like the teleprompter that Chills used while he was...
A contractor working in New Jersey was ripping down
Only
a wall
in
when he
New
came across
Jersey.
the shock of a lifetime. Neatly embedded between the sheetrock was an actual grenade.
Oh, okay.
Only the top was sticking out, and he could see that the pin was still inside.
Good.
Basically, the contractor was face to face with a potentially live explosive device.
Jesus.
He backed out of the room and called the police, who in turn called the Essex Country Bomb Squad.
Essex.
In the meantime, police officers evacuated 7 people from the home and checked the surrounding houses to make sure no one was there. In the end, the bomb squad was able to remove the grenade without any harm.
God fucking damn.
They were relieved to find that the bottom had been drilled out long ago and it was not active. However, it was impossible to determine any of this from the weird angle that the grenade was originally sticking out at.
Oh, yeah.
Since stranger things than a grenade in the wall happen in New Jersey all the time, the police decided to call it a day and not try to figure out who the explosive device had once belonged to. Number 4, evidence in the wall. When Donald Graham had one of the wealthiest women
I'm not used to like how fast the like he just goes straight into it. Like
4, evidence in the
like what? It's so slow in like the more recent videos, but with this it's just like
who the explosive device had once belonged to. Number 4, evidence in the wall.
Like it's so fast.
When Donald Graham had one of the wealthiest women in England fall for him. He couldn't believe his luck. Janet Brown had a ton of money and completely trusted him with all of it. So Donald did what any other cold-blooded con artist would do. He plotted her death and planned for a big payout. Janet and Donald were planning to go to France in 2005.
What? Oh, evidence in the wall. Oh.
When Donald canceled their flight at the last second, his wife had cancer, he told them. When Janet decided she was gonna go without him, he killed her and disposed of the body. Just days before, he had somehow convinced her to transfer £300,000 from her bank account to his. With her murder complete, Donald next had postcards sent from France to Janet's parents. He wanted to make it seem like she had abandoned him and decided to never return. Next, he got in close with Janet's parents and started begging them for money. Overall, it seemed like he had gotten away with everything. Until one day someone finally noticed.
Holy shit.
When Janet's parents died, they still trusted their daughter's murderer completely. Only after an accountant saw that the deceased family was somehow still depositing huge sums of money into Donald's bank account did anything happen.
Wow.
Police and
Wait, can we just talk about this photo, by the way? Why is he just standing in, like, the middle of nowhere? Like, there's not, like, it's so mismatched, because he's wearing, like, this, like, gold chain, and he's like, rich, like, he's trying to look, like, cool and, like, hard and stuff. And he's just, like, in the middle of fucking nowhere.
huge sums of money into Donald's bank account did anything happen. Police initially launched a fraud investigation, which soon turned into a murder case as they uncovered more. The evidence against Donald was overwhelming and his story quickly fell apart. He was convicted and sentenced to a life sentence without parole. Authorities had caught the man, but they were still annoyed that they were not able to determine how he had killed her. Then, one day, a builder was renovating their old property when he found something of interest. After knocking down a wall, he was surprised to find an old airsoft rifle.
That's an airsoft rifle,
Police believe that this was the murder weapon used to dispatch of Janet Brown.
Wait, what? I thought the whole point with, like... I thought the whole point of... Wait, they were annoyed... Wait, what? They were still annoyed that they were not able to determine how they had killed... Well, yeah, I mean... Caught the man, they were still annoyed. Is that really that, like, outlandish? I'm just, like, what... I thought the entire point of, like, airsoft weapons is that they don't actually cause any real harm, like...
Police believe that this was the murder weapon used to dispatch of Janet Brown. Her body was never found.
Am I mistaken?
Number 3, 28 years later. One day, as a cleaning crew was working on an abandoned New York home, they...
I mean, well, it's like, I don't know, yeah, I don't know, Chills is talking in, like, it's like, oh, like, the authorities were, like, bothered by the fact that there wasn't any evidence or something, like, they had, like, I don't know, that sounds natural enough to me. If you want to get across the fact that they, like, were onto something, but they didn't know what to look for, like, in like, one word, then yeah, that makes sense.
They found a false wall in the basement.
Makes enough sense.
Behind the wall, they found a large plastic bin, and inside of that, they found a plastic bag. Inside of that, they found a skeleton wrapped in an old sheet.
It's like fuck. There was this, like, TV show. It was called, like, Funny Bones or something, and it's just, like, in the dark town, in the dark house, there was a dark hallway, and in the dark hallway, there was a dark door, and in the dark door, there was a couple of skeletons. Like, it feels like he's explaining it in the same way as that.
In the basement. Behind the wall, they found a large plastic bin, and inside of that, they found a plastic bag. Inside of that, they found a skeleton wrapped in an old sheet.
It was
so easy to see that whoever this person was, they had died a tragic and painful death.
Oh, I almost forgot. Wait. Is it the same? What? Wait. Did we move on to another thing? This is still no. This is not. Oh, so it's been, like, chaptered incorrectly.
Her body was never found. Number.
I just realized that. Sorry. Whoa. Mild spoilers.
Whoever this person was, they had died a tragic and painful death.
Yeah, what the
their
hell?
Their skeletal hands were tied with rope, and a large portion of their skull had been beaten in. Their remains had been walled off for 28 years, and authorities say that the plastic bin is what kept her corpse from stinking up the entire house.
Goddamn.
Using dental records, authorities were able to identify the body as Joanne Nichols, an elderly woman who had lived in the house with her husband until she went missing in 1985.
Oh, that's fucked up.
There were absolutely no clues as to her disappearance at the time, but now it was apparent that she had been murdered. Her husband, James Nichols, had died in the house much later, which is what prompted the cleaning crew to enter the home to begin with. James was apparently a very creepy person to be around.
A very creepy person to be around.
One time a neighborhood child had asked him to help her with a squirrel that she had found injured. Instead of helping, he immediately killed it with a hatchet. Without even bothering to take off his nice suit jacket first. She and the other children screamed in her front yard.
Wow.
Another time, she had caught him taking pictures of her while she was wearing short shorts.
Oh, that's
Neighbors described James as living a normal life after his wife's death. One neighbor says that he went to all of the church dinners. and often went out to the local IHOP as if nothing were wrong. Looking back now, they realized that James was more than
Specifically
just
IHOP.
strange. He was most likely a murderer. Number
Most likely,
2, Raven in
I
the
thought it was
Wall.
proven.
In
Whoa,
2000,
whoa, sorry, this is a lightning fast. Yeah, that's just a murder. Like what?
a 37-year-old woman named Raven Joy Campbell moved into an apartment at the Harbor Hill Housing Project in Los Angeles County. She was living with her high school friend and her friend's boyfriend too.
Okay.
Things were going well until sometime within half a year of moving there, a fourth person joined them. His name was Randolph Garbutt. He was 43 and he was a psychopath.
I'm sorry, that's not a real name. Randolph Garbutt? Like, completely unrelated to, like, whoever the actual person is. That's not a real name. That can't be a real name. I've never heard a name like that in my life that isn't, like, a joke. Like,
Raven went to the mall one day and then
he was a
shortly
psychopath.
Thereafter. Years later, in 2015...
Yeah, you know, I'd be a psychopath as well if I had a name like Randolph Garbutt. What the fuck?
Authorities receive a tip that Raven could be buried within the walls of her old residence.
No pronunciation guide for Randolph Garbutt.
They think could have been a body. For some time, the tenants have been complaining of a horrible smell that they think could have been a body. Police search the apartment and K9 units find her remains buried in the wall.
Oh shit.
She had been violently beaten with a hammer. Details of the case are scarce, since it is still pending, but Randolph Garbutt has since been charged with her murder. Number 1, Herman Monster.
Whoa, okay,
Herman Webster Mudgett moved to Chicago in 1886.
Mudgett.
There, he adopted a new name, Dr. Henry H. Holmes.
Do you really need a pronunciation guide for Holmes? What?
And took over a local pharmacy. Exactly how he acquired the business is still unknown. One day, its former owner just seemed to disappear. Anyway, Herman Mudgett didn't continue to use the property as a pharmacy. Instead, he added more and more renovations to the estate until it was a full 3 stories taller. Then he opened it up as a hotel. There was a yearly convention taking place in the city, and he knew that people from all over would need a place to stay. He thought that he could make good money off of them. Behind the walls of the hotel, however, was a much darker secret that no one in Chicago knew about.
I want to know where this is leading.
Although Herman Mudgett appeared to be a kindly and well-educated man on the outside, deep within he was actually twisted and deranged.
He didn't even pronounce it like deranged. He just said deranged. What? Who is this pronunciation guide for?
When police eventually investigated his hotel, they were appalled to discover what he had actually been up to. When a person checked into the hotel and caught Herman Mudgett's eye, he would give them a very special room with a very special purpose. The room was built especially for him to kill someone in. When he was sure that his guest was alone and vulnerable, he would slip into their room and either kill them with chloroform, strangle them, or sometimes just beat them to death. Certain rooms were even equipped with special equipment that he could pump poisonous gas through. Most of his victims, if not all of them, were women. Once he had satisfied his urge to kill, he would open a trapdoor that had been built directly into the wall of the windowless room. The dead body would then fall down a complex series of special chutes, which lead directly into the basement, where he could dissolve them in vats of acid without anyone being the wiser. There were 60 rooms in his hotel, and there were also many dead-end stairways that lead to nowhere as well. This confusing floor plan was to keep people away from the hotel's true design, which was to serve as a murderer's playground. In fact, it would one day be dubbed as the Murder Castle. When the place was first being built, however, Herman Mudgett would use multiple contractors and fire them before they could catch on to the real purpose no one could have ever possibly known. By the time the murderer was caught, Herman admitted to killing as many as 200 victims.
Jesus.
Police weren't sure if he was exaggerating.
Wait, no, that's not even accurate though. Exaggerating? Like...
But then again, they really didn't doubt him either. So many people were flooding Chicago for the convention that they felt it really was possible for him to have killed that high of a number, at least in theory.
I mean, Yeah, but this isn't really in the walls though. This is just the whole building.
Since most of them were dissolved, it was hard to say for sure. Back then, by the time the victim's family realized that something was wrong, they hadn't heard from their loved ones.
Why is this boot so massive? Oh wait, it's perspective. Oh wait.
So long that they absolutely had no idea where to even begin with. Likewise, no one staying in the hotel could have realized that, if even for a brief moment, there was a dead body falling past them behind the walls.
I guess it's behind I thought it was like in the basement though, it wasn't behind the walls.
To tell you about the giveaway I'm hosting.
Oh, he's hosting a giveaway, oh my god. $300 Amazon gift cards. Wow, be sure to get it before it runs away.
Ears are
okay,
humans' first line.
Oh, 2017 this time. 17 mysterious and creepy sounds. Quote on tape. Okay. Whoa. Alright. Wow. This is a lot to take in. Whoa.
Line of defense, capable of detecting danger from all sides well before our eyes notice. Most of the people in these videos were able to hear an ominous noise before it became too late. Others were not so lucky.
Did he get higher perched?
Number 17. The Pipe. Damon and Sean are walking around outside when they come across a huge open sewer pipe in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
They don't think much of it until something weird starts to happen.
Oh.
I think there's like somebody down there.
Oh shit.
Dude, it's creeping me out.
Sean goes
Dude, it's creeping him out.
to the other side of the pipe to see if he can determine the source of the banging. Soon, he comes back and says that he couldn't see anything on the other end.
Yeah, but usually there's like two at a time. See? Did you hear that?
If there is any technical reason for a sewer pipe to be banging in sets of two like that, then I'd like for someone to please explain. Otherwise,
I'd like for someone to please explain.
There's no way to tell who or what was making all that racket down there. Number 16.
I don't know.
James hears a noise.
James hears a
YouTuber
noise.
named James
Absolutely, I love that he titles all of these and just makes them sound like fucking like storybook names.
Recorded this video somewhere in the UK after he kept hearing this noise
Oh,
over
it's the
and
UK.
over
Okay, it has to be
again
real.
one day with no reasonable explanation.
I don't know.
It sounds to me like it could be some rusty piece of machinery, but James lives in the quiet countryside, and no farming equipment is big enough to sound like that. The noise seems to take up the entire sky.
The entire sky. Yeah, okay.
Number 15.
Right.
Primal.
I don't even really know what to say about that. That's just kind of like, yeah, it's like believable, I suppose. Like, I don't know.
A group of friends are hanging out late at night when a strange yelping sound.
That's like, again, like, you know, there's no context provided and it could very easily be like an edited noise. Like, I kind of just forgot that, like, sound editing is incredibly easy to do.
Brings them to a window to investigate.
Did you hear that? What the?
They start to argue about if it sounds like a regular animal in distress or some sort of rare and mysterious creature. Listen to these noises and tell me if this sounds like anything you've ever heard in the woods before. All of them soon start to feel uncertain about hanging around the open window and back away. I think it sounds like it could possibly be an animal that's being hunted, but I'm not sure.
It's probably just an animal
What do you think is
noise.
happening? And would you be brave enough to go into the woods and find out?
Yeah, it's
I
a
wouldn't.
bird. It's just a bird. It's just
Number
a
14,
bird making a noise.
Bus 166.
This is probably like the most bullshit video so far, because it's either stuff that's incredibly easy to explain, or like it probably is edited.
There's an old abandoned bus in the woods that's
The
supposed to
sound
be
editing is just
haunted.
really
According
easy.
to legend, the school wanted to get rid of the bus after someone lost their life on the way home. It switched ownership a few more times before a ghost hunter
ghost
purchased
hunter.
it for a low price.
Alright.
He's out randomly recording it one day
Randomly
when all of a
recording it,
sudden
okay,
he
yeah.
hears this. The man recording says that he does not have any children and that he is on his large wooded property all by himself.
Okay, but like, where's the property though? Because it could just be something in the distance. Also, this is like a ghost hunter, so there's like a very, very likely chance that this is just made up. Like, it's very easy to believe that he's probably just making this up.
I will say that the voice does sound like it's coming from inside of the bus, or at least someplace close. I guess he could have a daughter or something who is hiding inside, but probably not. Then, as he is walking closer to the bus, he suddenly hears this very clearly. This could be a prank, but it could also be the ghost of a girl who does not know that she has passed on.
It's just okay. Either it's edited, or like it's like obvious, like it's a ghost hunter. Like it's someone who is full of shit. Most likely, either that or it's just like fuck. I don't know. It's just some kids in the distance.
She apparently tries to get his attention by cheerfully saying hello, but he runs away, leaving her behind in her rotting bus.
It's a
Number 13.
It's a fucking
No batteries
bus.
required. A doll that speaks is not mysterious, but a doll that speaks when it has no batteries certainly is.
Okay.
That's apparently exactly what this doll can do. If someone could please tell me what brand of doll this is, and also translate what is being said here, then maybe we can help solve this mystery.
Hola, encantante conocerte. Podemos ser amigos.
They examine the doll for a hidden battery compartment and ultimately find nothing. Number 12.
Alright.
Sky Music. This video was taken in Fort Wayne, Indiana, sometime in 2017. It's really early in the morning when suddenly this strange noise fills the neighborhood. I don't...
Whoa. Where did Chills go? Wait, what?
I don't...
He's gone. He's gone. Where'd he go? Like, what, like,
Suddenly, this strange noise fills the neighborhood. I don't...
He's gone. He's missing. Where is he? Who took him?
I don't think that whoever recorded this was faking it at all.
Okay, it's
Put on
back.
headphones and listen to how the mysterious noise pans from right to left during this part. That's not easy to fake.
What do you mean? It's incredibly easy to fake. What do you mean?
One thing that strikes me as strange, however, is how none of his neighbors are outside. Maybe they were too nervous or just didn't want to get wet. Overall, it's probably real.
Oh yeah, sure is, yeah.
3 in the morning. Just music in the sky. Storms.
Number 11.
Okay.
Dylan's Strange Sounds. A YouTuber named Dylan James TV hears a low metallic humming noise and starts recording.
It's all just like random ambient noises as well, like alright. That could be any variety of
Everything
things
from
in the
religious
distance.
warnings to alien technology has been suggested
yeah,
as
no,
possible
it's alien technology.
explanations. I'm not sure what it is, but I will say that this definitely sounds like some sort of mysterious buzzing noise. Tell me if you think this sounds like a machine or something else.
Yeah. What? Oh no, it's not. It's not a machine. It's a mysterious buzzing device. Obviously. It can't be real. There's no way that we could generate buzzing using some sort
Number
of
10,
audio
The
technology.
snow creature. 2 hikers are alone in the woods when they hear this startling noise.
My phone's about to die anyway.
There's a couple things that make me think that this video could be
Wait,
fake
what?
upon closer inspection. Listen to what he says after he hears the noise.
I didn't hear the
I don't
noise.
want to be out here with no phone.
Oh.
So there it is again, do that.
I mean, if I had just heard something that was that loud, I don't think I'd ask the person next to me if they heard it too.
What?
It seems like an obvious question.
Well, I mean, it is an obvious question, that's why you ask it.
Maybe if we just went a bit further up, we might see something.
Also, sometimes the mysterious...
See, this video is really annoying, because there's no, like, reasonable explanation for any of them. It's just a random noise. You know, what could it be? It might be some sort of mysterious buzzing device.
Mysterious sounds don't seem to match their reactions. Like here, for instance, she asks, "What was that?" when nothing was playing.
So it's just bad audio editing then.
What was that?
Sometimes they talk during the noise too, which doesn't seem realistic because most people would probably stop talking and just listen.
That's such a subjective speculation though. Like, what kind of point is that? Like, oh, it sounds unnatural, because why would you be talking about a weird noise?
Tell me if you agree with this logic or not.
That's fake as fuck, by the way. There's like, I don't know, like, what
9,
explanation is there for
beneath
that?
the streets, a YouTuber named Matt J is walking alone one night when he stumbles across something that sounds so mysterious that he simply has to start recording. Some people have pointed out that this could be some sort of alarm, but why would they make an alarm that sounds like something straight out of a horror movie is anyone's guess.
Oh yeah, no, this one's real. It has to be real.
I did a search for sewer alarms, and none of them sounded like that. It almost sounds like it could be someone pulling a rusty lever, or opening up an old door over and over again. Number 8.
It has to be real though.
The grass. Here's another strange sewer
Beneath the
video
grass.
that's worth mentioning.
Huh?
It just sounds like bees.
I have no idea what is making these high-pitched noises, and apparently neither does this person.
It kind of just, it sounds like a bunch of people just going like, ah.
It's down, and then starts up again. Everything from toads to alarm systems have been proposed, but I have never heard an alarm system that makes that noise, or any other
Stock
piece
horror
of
noise
equipment
number
on
8.
Earth.
Oh wait, the last one? Wait. Is that actually, wait.
Sewer alarms, and none of them sounded like that.
I don't know what the stock horror noises are, but it would be really funny if it was.
And apparently neither does this person. The bleeding
The current
quiets
one?
down,
Oh.
and then starts up again.
I don't
Everything
know.
from toads to alarm
Just like,
systems have been proposed, but I have never heard an alarm system that makes that noise, or any other piece of equipment on Earth for that matter. If whatever is making that noise is alive, then I hope they are not suffering. Number 7. Urban noise.
It's so hard to believe these are
City
an
hears this
undisclosed
noise
city.
and begins recording. He sounds like he has anxiety from hearing this noise, and then later in the video you learn something very strange.
What?
Yet again, I can hear that
Why is it so blurry?
echoing sound, that eerie sound again today.
It's
So
in a city.
obviously that has been going on for some time.
It's a city. This could be any number of things.
However, nobody else around him
Isn't this a train station?
seems to be upset
It's a train station.
or alarmed.
It's gonna make that noise. It's a fucking train
From
station.
the noise, maybe this is some kind of ordinary city sound, and the uploader is pretending to be afraid as a prank. For those of you who have lived in a large city, what is this noise, and why would you hear it on and off for months on end?
I don't know what the noise is, but like that's a very normal sound. Like a normal kind of sound to hear if you're just in a train station. Like,
Number 6. The baby monitor.
It's wind. Oh, I guess it could be wind, yeah. That's true. I don't know, I keep hearing these and it's like, oh, it's probably just some kind of machinery. Like, I don't really think of it as wind, but like, wind is also a very reasonable explanation. Oh, like, it just sounds like it's like a passing train or something.
This family claims that no matter what kind of baby monitor they have, or what frequency they change it to, this haunting melody always finds its way to their child's ears. They even claim that this song has played on baby monitors without the batteries
has it really now?
Though I find that hard to believe.
Yeah.
Number 5. The laughter.
The laughter.
January 21st, about 11 p.m. I'm a couple hundred feet from my house, and you hear it going off in the background right now. Kind of sounds weird.
A brave man hears sinister laughter near his house and rushes outside to investigate. The maniacal laughter is moving closer to where he is standing now.
It's just like a stock sound effect.
Rather than going any further into the darkness on his own. I was thinking that this could be a simple coyote.
Why would it be a coyote?
Then he says this.
If foxes and coyotes have been around here that long, why we wouldn't have heard them before? And all of a sudden, since November, things have been just going crazy around our community.
Okay.
So apparently, foxes and coyotes have been around this area for a long time, and never have they made these kinds of noises
such a
before,
stretch.
meaning that this was probably something different. I also really want to know what he meant when he says that strange things have been happening.
Oh, coyotes do sound scary, and I literally have no experience with them.
In his community in November.
Coyotes just
this
on
video
a thing
was
in the
apparently
UK, so like,
taken
I
on
don't
a
know.
reservation in Oregon, but if anyone knows which one, then please let me know so that I can do some further research. Anyway, things seem to be quieting down when all of a sudden shots are fired and an unearthly scream fills the night air.
I mean, it's Oregon, like, I don't know, weird shit happens in Oregon all the time,
or a
right?
coyote, then what could it possibly have been? Number 4. Tropical terror. This video was taken somewhere deep in the Philippines.
Okay.
To anyone watching from the Philippines, can you please listen to this and tell me if it sounds like any wildlife you have ever heard? It almost sounds more like a machine than a human.
Again, that could literally be anything. There's no
Take
context
another listen
here.
and tell me if you agree.
That could be just like a thing in the house.
Number 3. Going to church. A YouTuber named Jimmy Camp is walking through the woods when he comes across a white church next to an old graveyard.
Okay.
He walks up to the window and finds everything empty. He is calmly admiring the scenery when suddenly this old melody plays.
So maybe someone's in there.
The music abruptly stops, and Jimmy takes off before he can see who is playing, if anyone. One thing about this video rubs me the wrong way. Jimmy claims that this church is abandoned, but the paint job looks kind of fresh, and the gravel driveway hasn't grown over. I also noticed that someone has swept leaves off the porch, so maybe this was simply a live person playing. Then again, maybe this spirit has also been doing some groundskeeping lately.
Spirit.
Number 2.
Okay, alright,
Run.
yeah.
2 adventurous friends are ready to explore an old sewer tunnel, but they don't make it very far before a strange noise makes them turn right around and head back to the light.
What?
Did you hear that?
It's just someone
They escape
laughing.
the tunnel safely, and nothing follows them outside. The obvious answer is that this was some kind of laughing sound effect that they edited in later.
Why is this not the conclusion before?
But to me, it does sound like it was coming from a distance, as if it
A
really
distance.
was.
Oh yeah, because you can't edit sounds to make them sound like they're coming from a distance. That's impossible. No one's able to do that.
Somewhere deeper in the sewer. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills, and I
Hello.
hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you've ever been curious as to what I look like in real life, then follow me on Instagram at
Minecraft.
YT with underscores instead of spaces. I also have a Twitter at YT_chills. where I post video updates. I'd really appreciate it if you followed me
Yeah,
and if you created a chill these videos a day.
alright.
Shout out if Ink More isn't then able to add language you
Who is this baby?
speaks by interested in getting a shout out. Click more people filming number watching The Creature in the Woods. Two grown men are roaming the woods
Is that a
when they
mugshot?
come across a creature that's making some very guttural warning noises.
Oh.
Suddenly, something wrapped in baggy robes lunges straight at them.
It's totally not filmed. No, this is real.
As far as I can tell,
no,
only
not
one of
staged
them
at
makes
all.
it to
No.
the car, and then I don't think it ends well. No other information on this video is available.
No information on this video is available. It's definitely real though.
The following videos have been recorded live, making.
Whoa, okay. Wait, is that the Obama ghost? Oh my god, I kind of want to check this
The
one out.
following videos have been recorded live, making them much harder, if not impossible, to edit. Half of these people are just doing normal shows
I'm like addicted to these at this point.
that have nothing to do with the spirit world
Obama
until
ghost.
suddenly a ghost shows up,
Holy shit, what could that be?
seemingly out of nowhere. Number 10.
It's not like it was a reflection or anything,
There's
no.
not a lot of information
It's real.
available about this video, besides that it was broadcast live somewhere in Albania.
Okay.
Two radio personalities are having a spirited discussion when suddenly they
Also,
are interrupted.
It's like he could easily just like research into these things, but he chooses not to. And to just like ignore like whatever information he can actually find so that he could just intentionally keep it as mysterious as possible.
By something that neither of them can explain.
Pjesa më e madhe janë pushim dhe po e shijojnë dhe një ditë mrekullueshme që është për jashtë.
What?
Ç'ishte? Ç'ishte kjo?
Isn't it just
A
someone else?
newspaper flies up on its own in the
Isn't
middle
it just-
of their
isn't it-
conversation.
Isn't it just someone off camera?
And you don't have to speak the language to see the genuine surprise written all over the man's face as it happens. Still,
Okay.
I would really appreciate it if anyone who speaks Albanian could tell me what was being said, or tell me more about their show if you recognize them. I've watched this video many times, and I see no strings attached to the newspaper or anything like that.
Okay,
Obviously,
well,
it can't be
alright.
magnets either.
What?
So if it's not magnets or string, then what could it possibly be besides a haunting? Number
Okay.
9, Ian's poltergeist. When Ian Hawke begins
Whoa.
experiencing a rash
this
of
isn't-
impossible paranormal
Whoa, slow down. This isn't TV. What is this?
activities around his house, he calls a local ghost hunter named Abby Wood to investigate. Abby goes on Facebook Live, and together the two of them
Am I being bamboozled right now? The Facebook Live? I mean,
wait for
I
something
guess
to
it's
happen.
live,
It
but
is
it's
not
not
long
TV.
before they start getting results.
Anything. Come on, please, anything.
I think.
After begging the ghost to show itself to the world, Ian gets his wish. He provokes the ghost by telling it to
Oh my
keep
gosh,
going and knock
I-
over more things. Ian's phone abruptly stops working, but Abby is still able to live stream. Ian tells the ghost to move stuff around one more time, and this time the poltergeist gets even closer to him and sends a cup
The
flying.
cup really doesn't look like it's there though.
If you're there, please show yourself.
I personally don't see any strings in this video, but maybe you do. If this video truly
Why
came
did the plate doesn't shatter? It just kind of
straight from Abby's
falls.
Facebook Live like they said, then there isn't any way for them to fake this. Number 8, telephone possession. A
Telephone
woman
possession.
calls into a show to
alright,
talk about
alright,
spiritual
alright, yeah.
possession. She is in the middle of her story when suddenly something grabs hold of her mid-sentence and takes over.
What?
Also,
Did anyone else hear a really deep
What?
voice say something at the end of
What?
that clip?
What?
Anyway, she regains her composure and manages to
just sounds constipated.
Speak a few more sentences. She says that she has been cursed by somebody who is very powerful, but it is hard to understand her because she is clearly upset. The host is trying to get some more information when suddenly the spirit appears to take over once again.
Who created you and why? Huh?
It's also
Speak or to go to court.
it's also just someone on the phone, like
The poor woman's condition just seems to be getting worse and worse as the conversation carries on. Finally, the host sees that there is little reason to continue speaking with her.
Wait, so wait, what is the context of this thing? It's like what people call in about, like, I don't know. So a show to talk about spiritual possession. Does the show talk about spiritual possession, or like what is the show about?
Conversation carries on and hangs up.
Also, when people...
It's...
Bismillah, Bismillah, Bismillah wa salatu wa salam.
What happened to her afterwards is anyone's guess. It's
very
difficult to
easily
tell if
faked.
this video is real without being able to see the caller's
Chills doesn't know
face.
what kind.
The full
That's
clip is
honestly
about
the
7
thing with
minutes
all
long,
of this.
and most of it does not make much sense because of her panic. I guess it could be a fake call.
Yeah,
Or maybe the caller is on something. Otherwise, I think she could really be possessed.
Oh yeah,
Number
yeah.
7.
The evidence is
Pop.
all there.
This possibly paranormal video originates from Thailand.
Possibly
A live
paranormal.
television interview with a famous clothing model is going well until she changes, and her answers become very strange. This behavior
What?
would be bizarre enough coming from any random person, but these
What?
responses are coming from a well-known local celebrity, and it just gets even more wild from there. She says that she has become possessed by a malicious spirit that calls itself Pop.
Isn't this just like a wait, what? Wait, a clothing model? No, okay, I don't know. Because I don't know.
Become possessed by a malicious spirit that calls itself Pop.
Again, it's like I don't know. It's just acting. Like, it's on TV. It's gonna be acting probably.
It supposedly chose her
I don't
because of her
understand the whole-
beauty, and apparently it
Okay.
tells her again and again how badly it wants for her to eat the innards of a pig. It's always complaining to her about its intense hunger. When the host puts a sacred Thai symbol in her face, she shrieks and recoils.
Okay. Whoa.
ออกไปสิออกไหมออกไหมเอาออกไป
According to Thai lore, Pop
Why does it suddenly go from like HD to like low quality? By
ghosts
the
are
way,
said to commonly possess people. I don't want to be disrespectful by getting the rest of the legend wrong. So if anyone could tell me more about Pop ghosts, I really want to know about what happens when
he
you're
just doesn't.
possessed.
He didn't
and
do any
especially
research. He
how to
hasn't
get rid of
looked up
them.
any of the information about
Number
it.
6. The Road Ghost. A man is traveling down a road in Indonesia when his path is blocked by a small child.
Oh, and this is
He
on
stops
TV.
just in time, only to find the person has vanished. It looks like a little girl with slumped shoulders and all of her hair in front of her face. He gets off
Okay.
his motorcycle to look around for her, perhaps worried that he knocked her back into the woods. And then this happens. She appears for only a split
Yeah, but
second and then disappears.
It can't be
I
faked
understand
though.
why he would
This
get
has
off
to
of his
be real.
motorcycle if he was worried about her safety and wanted to look for her. But if this were real, then why did he run away instead of climbing back on his motorcycle? Scared or
I don't know,
not,
'cause that
I
would
think
take more
most people
time.
would have
I don't know.
climbed back on their bike and taken off. So I'm not so sure about this one.
That's a
She
really
also kind of
weird-
looks like the girl from
okay.
The Ring. So maybe this is just CGI. Number
Alright.
5.
Okay.
The Wentworth Woodhouse. It's late at night when a team of ghost hunters embark.
I am really. he's coming to like all of the wrong conclusions, which it's just really funny to me.
On the historic 17th century Wentworth Woodhouse in the English town of Rotherham, in search of the paranormal. They're walking around an old stable area when one of them hears footsteps and sees something.
Come on, if you hit. If you hit, what's that? What's that? There.
Average British person.
They rush down the hallway and try to get the spirit's attention, but it continues walking ahead and then disappears. I suppose that this could be a setup and that this is just a member of their team, but look closely and you'll see that the figure appears to be completely transparent.
Yeah, transparent people
also,
are everywhere in
apparently
the UK.
These ghost hunters have been
This is
doing
normal.
this for
This is
15 years without really finding anything.
They just live
That's
there.
a seriously long time. So I think if they were going to fake a stunt, then they would have done it way sooner. Number 4, watching Barack Obama. This clip is over 5 years old, and it's still gaining attention because it has yet to be officially explained. President Obama is talking about a situation
Holy shit.
in Syria while a strange
I don't understand this. Like, this is the ghost? Like, this is the reflection? Isn't that just a reflection of a thing? Like,
face can be seen behind him the entire time. Pay attention to the window to his right.
Our intelligence shows the Assad regime and its forces
very easily.
It might just be a reflection from all of the activity going on in the White House lawn, but a lot of people say that it's coming from the other side of the glass.
Okay, but that's not
inside of the room.
What
I
even
will
is
admit
it?
that when you
It doesn't
zoom in
look like
on
a
the
face.
object, it does kind of look like something strange is peering at the two of them from just behind a curtain.
Like what?
Its
Like
head is
what?
kind of turned to the side, and you can vaguely make out a skeleton with solid black holes for eyes. Let me know if you see what I'm talking about, and tell me what could have possibly made this kind of reflection besides a ghost. I'm not sure exactly what to make of this video, but I will say that spotting a ghost at the White House is probably not that far of a stretch. This building has had a lot happen.
To be fair, he has a point. You know, there are ghosts in like all over the White House. You know,
inside of it over the years.
It's just a normal
and is
occurrence.
notoriously haunted. So perhaps this video really does catch something that's beyond our comprehension. Number 3.
Oh my god.
Weldon Paranormal, an Xbox Kinect.
A what?
Is probably the last thing that you would ever expect to use to capture a ghost. But
The Xbox Kinect is a ghost. But
that's what Keith Weldon apparently did on his channel called Weldon Paranormal. This ghost hunter received a call to investigate paranormal activity at an antique store in Rocklin, California. So he packed up his equipment and headed over. The owner of this shop believed that a spirit was attached to an antique piece of furniture. To find the ghost, they used a Kinect camera that's hooked up to a laptop using special ghost hunting software.
Oh, special ghost hunting software. Yeah, okay.
Motion sensing capabilities
Oh, yeah, alright.
to detect and map out any invisible forms in the room.
Was this not just
Nothing
like?
is happening out
Was this not just like a marketing campaign for the Kinect? Like,
first. So after a while, they decide to play old music that's from the same time period as the haunted furniture. Sure enough, they capture a ghost apparently dancing behind them.
What?
Figure over there.
This is so fucking goofy.
Looks like it's dancing again.
Yeah, because the Kinect is known for its accuracy in discovering ghosts. Like what?
Like literally, like got rhythm and like. Oh yeah. When they turn the music off, they try to interact with the ghost some more.
It's the fucking Kinect. Was this on
If this
TV?
footage is
Like,
real, then it could be the first time a true human-to-ghost interaction has ever been recorded.
it's a Kinect.
I don't understand the
He
technology
doesn't understand the technology behind the equipment.
behind this equipment, so I can't say if it's real or fake. But if you're a ghost hunting expert and can verify
It's so
this
weird that
footage,
it's a
then
Kinect
please
though.
let me
Like,
know. Number 2.
why is it a Kinect?
The set. A psychic is attempting to predict the weather on live television when something strange happens behind her.
Yo creo que
para las ciudades que antes no nevaba, va a empezar a nevar. Monterrey, Saltillo,
What is happening behind her?
A portion of the stage that's directly behind her collapses in the middle of her prediction. I
What?
don't know what she is saying
Oh.
for sure, but I can read
Oh.
that she was predicting the weather
Right.
and also talking about angels just moments prior to this occurrence. Can somebody please tell me exactly what she was saying
It
right
could be
before this
staged,
happened?
or it could just
A
be really bad
translation
set
might provide
design.
us with more clues. If she really was talking about angels, fell down immediately after, then I have to admit that it is a strange coincidence at the very least.
Why did he just
Before we
skip
get
the
to
part of
number
what he was
one,
talking about?
my name is
Yeah, we know who Chills is. That's why we're here.
in the future. If English that's isn't the then only in the language translation and your translate this video is description from number 1. The Ghost Infant. This video was taken from a live stream in someone's car.
Oh, so it's gotta
Two
be
friends
real
are singing
then.
a popular song by Adele together and just goofing off one night while aimlessly driving. I can't play the clip with sound because the song is copyrighted, but pay attention to the baby seat in the back.
Chill's looking out for all the streamers out there.
As you can see here in the beginning. However, sometime during their singing, something slowly materializes behind them.
Okay.
Let me know if you can see a ghost child at this point.
Isn't it just a weird lighting?
By the time they finally
What?
notice, you can already vaguely see the baby's mouth and other facial features. They are absolutely stunned and quickly turn off the stream without saying another word.
So
I have no
it's faked
possible
then.
explanation for this video, besides maybe the shadows playing tricks on them. Still, that's a strange coincidence that begs for a further investigation. A close call
What?
can be described as...
Alright. Oh my, okay. Well, yeah, I definitely believed all of those. Those were all incredibly real because, as we know, ghosts are real, right? Ghosts are a very common, thing. You know, I am a ghost, and you know what they say about ghosts. You know, they can take the shape of anything that they find convenient. You know, so but yeah. So anyway, yeah, so I think it would be really good if I just, if ghosts weren't real instead, and maybe if I just, like whatever, like, like bam, I'm not there anymore, like woohoo. Wait a minute.